Hello, people of the internet. We are here back on the B-side 7B Golden Grind. I can't speak.
I cannot.
Why is there a fly on my mouth? I just started stream. Definitely not an accident. But I'm back. Okay. This is not going to be a very long stream because it's already late, but it's fine. I don't think there's much I can take at this level today. Anyways, so...
You started yesterday's stream like crazy late.
I know. Well, that was just the only time I could do it yesterday. And I'm obligated. That's why I don't like doing it every day. Some days it just doesn't work out for me to do a stream. That's why, like, after this, I'm never doing daily streams ever again. I just can't do it. It just doesn't work out for me. I don't have a consistent enough schedule to do it. I basically have no schedule is the reality. That's I should have a schedule, but I don't. Yeah, I tried making a streaming schedule a long time ago, and it just didn't work. I prefer to streaming on random days at random times.
Understandable.
So true.
I think it keeps the viewers on their toes.
You can really only have a consistent schedule when you're actually like making it into a career. Because
I'm
then,
not going to make it into a career.
Schedule around it, but yeah, you're not going to. So you can't. It's like you can't really have a consistent schedule. It doesn't make any sense.
I don't think I'd ever want to, because I don't think I would enjoy it if I turned into a career. So I'm just not going to.
Because then you've got to fit your entire schedule around your stream.
That just seems lame. Also, I don't want to have to go out in public and tell people that I'm a streamer as my or a YouTuber as my job. It's just embarrassing. Like I don't want to have to do that.
No, Larry, it could be worse. You could be saying you're an influencer.
I don't know which is worse, saying you're a YouTuber or just saying you're an influencer in general.
Oh my god.
I think they're both. They're just all bad. Just saying any kind of social media.
A better way to phrase it would say I'm a content creator.
Yeah, I think that just sounds cooler. Yeah, I create the content. Or you say you're an editor. You could say that too. Especially if you actually edit your own stuff. Say I'm a video editor. That's an easy.
Entertainer.
Because it's true you are video editing unless you're paying someone else to do it. But that's lame to me. I would never pay someone to edit. That editing is the cool part. I feel like if someone else edits for you, it loses some of the identity behind it. I mean, I understand it's easier from like a marketing perspective. You can just pump out more videos faster. But like from like a creative perspective, I think you lose some of the creativity when someone else edits it for you.
Mm-hmm.
So any YouTuber that has an editor sucks. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's just like
I'm kidding.
If someone else
I was
tried to
joking.
edit for me, it wouldn't feel as mine, you know?
Listen,
Like,
even if your
though I
editing is
create
trash,
gameplay,
you edit more and it gets better when you do it more. That's the whole point.
Exactly.
It's like anything. And it's still your own, you know? Even if it's bad editing, it's still your editing. Oh, you're being a degenerate today, Wilbur? That's great. Listen, I'm trying to not encourage people to be degenerates, but I can't stop you. Right? If you want to be degenerate, then you can do that. You can be just like your favorite content creator, Larry the Slime, and not have a sleep schedule.
I feel like favorite is a strong word.
No. It's favorite. It's favorite.
I don't know.
Every other YouTuber, they wish they could be Larry the Slime, you know? As I just died on that room.
That's true. I actually heard Dream Minecraft the other day
He did say that, yeah.
My favorite YouTuber is Larry the Slime _
I wish I could be like Larry the Slime.
Yeah, that's true. That's what most people say, actually. So I understand.
Yeah. I think they did a survey about that once. How Larry the Slime is everybody's favorite YouTuber.
Oh, it's true. It's true, man. See, because I'm just so good at YouTube that I upload once every 6 months. My videos are so good that like people wait 6 months just to watch them.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're just so excited.
I'm always on my toes, excited when my favorite YouTuber Larry the Slime is going to upload.
Listen, you got to admit, I do have one advantage over the other YouTubers. Since I'm not doing it as a job, I don't have to put sponsors in, and I don't have to be like annoying and be like, buy my merch.
That's actually so.
And I think that gives me a leg up. All right, I'm just pure content, and that's it. It's just content from start to finish, so there's nothing else. That's all there is. I barely even have intros. I just am like, I just go. I just start yapping.
I cannot beat Stellar Odyssey. I'm physically incapable.
You got this.
If I ever did have a sponsor, it would be something really funny. Like, it wouldn't be like an actual like sponsor. It'd be some stupid thing that's like really stupid.
Sponsored by Gatorade.
Not G Fuel, just Gatorade.
Sponsored by like just not even like a specific like not anything specific, just Gatorade.
Listen, I'm not. Yeah, just Gatorade. Like, not like a certain flavor of Gatorade, like a new flavor or anything. Just Gatorade.
Just Gatorade.
You know, just have some Gatorade. It's good. It's good. Who doesn't like Gatorade? It's like they take lemonade and Gators and put them together, and you get Gatorade. It's easy.
What?
Yeah.
No,
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, Mars, you're in Florida. You obviously know how they make Gatorade. I'm sure they have factories near your house.
I was actually there the first time they wrangled a gator to make the Gatorade.
You were there. Were you the one that wrangled the gator? Were you the iconic? Oh, okay. You were the iconic Gator wrangler.
Yeah.
Gator Wrangler. Gator Wrangler is crazy.
It's sponsored by letters of the alphabet. Guys, this video is sponsored by the letter J.
This video is sponsored by the letter Q.
Try out the letter Q today in your Google Docs essay, and you'll get 25% off on Q's.
25% off your next L.
That's true. Wait, you don't get 25% off your next Q? Like, wouldn't that be a good incentive to use Q if you get cheaper Qs? Also,
no,
Epic
it's promotional material, but they're kind of, they want you to use J.
I get it. So it's like propaganda, kind of.
Okay. Yeah. Use Q, but like, they really want you to use the U's, because,
That's fair. No, that's fair. I see it. This letter is sponsored by... This stupid dude.
This video is sponsored by Theo from
Celeste. Yeah, but everybody knows Theo is just part of the dream, just like all of Celeste after chapter 1.
Yeah, you've got to make sure that you follow Theo _stars on Instagram. Instapics.
Get it right, sir. How dare you? How dare you?
This video is sponsored. What's up, guys? This video is sponsored by video games.
Which one?
Try video games today.
Remember when there was the whole video games cause violence thing? That was funny. That was wild.
Oh no, that's still a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that argument has never made sense to me. I'm like, all right, video games cause violence. Then do violent movies cause violence? I don't understand how it's different. What about books? What about violent books?
People who think that the only video game that people play is like Call of Duty and Grand Theft Auto.
I know, it's so stupid.
And they're like, that changes your brain chemistry because there's guns and blood.
And guess what? I guarantee you 99.99% of the people that play Call of Duty have never shot somebody ever in real life.
Yeah.
Guarantee.
Exactly.
I'm actually a part of the Skibbity Toilet Causes Violence.
So true.
Hey guys, we all know it's okay. I feel like Skibbity
illiteracy, bro.
That I actually can get around. I can get around that. Well, I wouldn't say it causes illiteracy. I would just say them not reading books is what causes illiteracy. Because why would you read books when you can watch Skibbity Toilet?
Exactly.
Skibbity Toilet is altering the minds of Americans around the world. The Soviets are infecting our youth with Skibbity Toilet.
I can't wait for the Skibbity Toilet government propaganda, or like the government.
Or anti-Skibbity Toilet government propaganda. Like the government's trying to stop it, so they're putting like propaganda like, if you see your child watching Skibbity Toilet, make sure to destroy their iPad immediately. That is communist propaganda. Oh man, I can't wait for the anti-skibbity movement.
So believe that they'd be like,
yeah, they
Skibbity
would.
toilet is evil, get it out of here.
Skibbity toilet is evil. I mean, some people already think that. Listen, you know, if you want to know an example of what brain rot humor does to people, just look at Summer. Like that's a perfect example.
True.
All right,
So
look at what it does to people. Like I don't even think I have to say anything else. I wouldn't be surprised if Celeste Golden's caused violence. Okay, well, you have a point. You have a point. However, I think considering there's only like 700 people that have done all of them, I think that's a small enough percentage of the population. I think we're okay. I think we're all right.
Dies at Farewell Golden Room, goes and murders a family of 4.
Wait. How many? Actually, I need to Google something. I need to do some quick math real quick. So, how many people have bought Celeste total? How many people have bought Celeste?
Many.
Okay. In 20. Okay, now that's in 2018. I want to know all time. I want to know all time. How many copies total? Okay, that's Steam, but it's been sold on Switch and other consoles too. So, Celeste. Total sales. Yeah, I know what happened in 2018. I want to know what it is now. Okay, what about this website? You wouldn't lie to me. Video Game Insights. Yeah, I don't care about how many active players there are. I want to know how many. Okay, it says 1.7 million. Does that sound right? Does that seem accurate?
No. I swear it's more popular than that. Really? Wow.
Man, I think that seems pretty popular. I mean, that's a lot of for an indie game. That's a lot of.
1.7 is a lot.
That's a lot. I mean, we're not talking Nintendo here. We're talking an indie game. Well, yeah, it's Undertale. Undertale's mega popular. Celeste is not nearly as popular as Undertale. Not even close. To me, Celeste is very niche to the average person. Most people would not know what Celeste is if you ask them. I don't. At least I don't think. I don't think they would.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I guess I agree with that.
I think most people, at the very least, would know what Sans is. Even if they don't know what Undertale is, they would know who. They would know. Oh yeah, Sans. That's the skeleton. They would know that.
Sans Undertale.
But anyway, so okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So 1.7 million copies sold. So if we take 700, right? 700 people who beat Farewell, who beat all Goldens, we'll say all the Celeste Goldens, and we divide that by 1.7. Okay, how many zeros? That would be a lot of zeros. Oh my god, yeah. Okay, 170
people who got Farewell Golden divided by people with a brain.
So 100. How many million? It's 1.7. No, 1.7 million is 1,700,000. That'd be 1 million.
Such a small percentage, dude.
100,000. Yeah. So let's type this into Google here. So that would mean I am the. Okay, so we take this number, and then we subtract it by 100, right? All right. So that would mean I would be the top. I would be a 99.9995882.353 percentile Celeste player, basically.
So you would be in the top 0.1%.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying here? So that would make me like one of the god gamers.
Okay, but Larry, I'm already there because I'm a grandmaster player.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because I'm also there. So even if you're still better than me,
no,
I can still use it.
People have beaten a grandmaster level than have beaten Farewell Golden.
Man, you might be right actually.
I think
that is true, but it's still 0.1%.
There's 800 unique people who have beaten who have submitted a hard list completion. Okay.
No, that I believe that because here's the thing: getting all the Goldens is anyone could do that technically, but nobody wants to do it. You know what I mean? So
that's true. Yeah.
So
doing a hard list map.
Grandmaster is just a hard level. Anyone can beat a hard level, especially if you get a checkpoint at every room. Like anyone can do that. Anyone can beat Lava Lair, right? But it's like, can anyone do Farewell Golden? I don't think so because it takes a level of masochism that is not healthy for the average human being. Question: do you consider yourself good at video games? I mean, in the streets, Turquoise Nick, they do call me LarryTheGodGamer. So yeah, I would say I'm pretty good at video games. Yes, yes, Wilbur. Yes, they do call me that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I'm glad it's starting to catch on. I'm glad people are starting to get the catchphrase.
Uh-huh.
I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad that's.
my favorite part of being in the streets is when they called you that.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Wilbur, you're
When
not supposed to. You're not supposed to
yes,
follow
you.
along.
No, you are. You are.
No,
You
you're
are. It's
not.
like a cult, but cooler.
What?
Do I consider myself good at games? Well, you know, in the street. I'm kidding. No. I would say yeah. Yes, I do. Genuine question. Are we just saying overall? Like, is this just like, am I good at video games in general? I would say yes, because I've been playing them my whole life, and I would say that applies to anyone who's been playing them their whole life, probably. I think if you start when you're like middle age, it's a lot harder to get into it because your brain plasticity just isn't there. Like, you can't learn as quickly.
It depends on what you consider good at games, because like you might like be good at skill-based games.
That's
which is,
true.
like,
That's
you
their
know,
different categories of
there's,
games.
Like,
Good point.
There's like games that are like sandbox, and you might
Well,
not
there's strategy. There's turn-based strategy games like Pokemon, right? Like you could be a really good competitive Pokemon player, but suck at freaking platformers. You could be garbage at every platformer, you know. So
But like something like Animal Crossing, like you wouldn't consider like someone who's good at Animal Crossing a good video game player, you know, like, but
I
they're
mean,
good at that
okay.
game, you know?
If they're good at decorating, like if they're really good at like the decorating side of Animal Crossing, I would say they're good. They're good at playing Animal Crossing because that takes like to being able to actually like have good interior design. I think that does take some level
like,
of skill.
You never play like any sort of like difficult, like challenging kind of game.
Listen. I'm an Animal Crossing enthusiast. I'm standing up for the Animal Crossing community. Okay. Animal
just
Crossing.
Don't know if I would consider that person like
No.
good at video games.
I would say they're good at Animal Crossing. I wouldn't say they're good at all video games overall.
Good at Animal Crossing.
But there are other games that are of the same caliber as Animal Crossing. There's games that are like chill like that, where if you're good at decorating Animal Crossing, you're probably good at building in Minecraft, and you're also probably really good at decorating in any game that lets you decorate. So I would still consider that being good at video games if that's what you like doing. I think it counts.
I guess that's an interesting, a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah, some things are multi-purpose. Yeah, exactly. Like there are some games that are reaction time based. Yeah, I will. Mars, I'm going on a rant right now. Okay, you gotta stand by for a second here.
Well, your rant is poopy stupid.
Wow, Mars. You know what, Mars? That really hurt my feelings. That was just messed up.
I don't apologize.
Wow.
Wow, guys, can you believe this? I expect an apology video by tomorrow.
That takes a lot of editing. I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to like do multiple takes of like the deep sigh at the beginning.
Deep sigh. Get my eyes all watery.
Get your dog. You gotta get your dog for it. You have to flex your really expensive car. Like you have to make sure like in the camera you can see how rich you are. Like see all the things you have.
Oh, I don't even have any merch to plug.
Oh, dude.
Toxic gossip train.
Dude, have you watched like those stupid videos that are like the YouTuber apology tier list videos? Oh, those crack me up. I could watch those all day. Those are so funny. Oh man. Yeah. If you want to watch a good one, Penguino made one. I think that's his name. Penguino. I don't know. Whoever that you.
Penguin Zero.
Yeah, Penguin Zero made a really good one. You should, if you haven't watched that one. Penguino. That's what they call him in the streets. That's what they call him in the streets. We all know that.
I love Penguino.
Listen, me and Penguino are best buds in the Mexican cartel in New York. Like we're kind of on the same, wavelength. We understand it. I would rather die than get a Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, and I mean that. Like I genuinely mean that. And same with Genshin Impact. Actually, I would rather be freaking like crucified than get a Genshin Impact sponsor. I'm not kidding.
Imagine Larry having to talk positive about Genshin
No,
Impact.
I would never. I'd rather just die. I'd rather die. I would rather die. You understand how much I hate gacha mechanics? Like you. And You know, and the fact that it's inspired off of Breath of the Wild makes it worse because there's people that are playing that instead of Breath of the Wild, and that makes me mad. That genuinely makes me angry.
It's really not that similar to Breath of the Wild.
But it's similar. Like, it's similar enough that it makes me mad.
Ideas, but like it's not like a Breath of the Wild ripoff at all in any capacity. Like the combat is like so involved and like actually like really interesting. And
yeah,
like,
I'm sure. My
you can mix the elements together.
Okay, that may be true, but they're also convincing children to gamble their money to buy freaking skins. They're literally getting they're taking advantage of people that get addicted to gambling, and they're just abusing that.
It's not skins. Each character has like a completely different place.
Yeah, that makes it worse. At least in like Fortnite, the skins are cosmetic. They don't do anything. Doesn't matter if you buy them. When they actually have use in game, that just means you're gatekeeping people based on how much money they're willing to spend. Like like that is terrible. That is the worst thing you could ever do in a game.
The DLC characters are the best ones.
And nobody's surprised. Yeah, exactly. I hate microtransactions, and that's why I hate Genshin Impact. It takes a style of game that I really like, which is an open world like exploration game, and it completely butchers it by putting something that I despise with all my being. Like, I don't care how good the combat is. If the characters are locked behind something like that, I can never respect it. And I'm not gonna say you're a bad person for playing Genshin Impact. Like, if you like Genshin Impact, I have no beef with you. Like, that's fine.
You know, like your beef with Genshin Impact is actually like sensible though.
Yes,
like,
it's very
I hear
sensible.
People that like hate Genshin Impact because they think that everybody who plays Genshin Impact is a pedophile. I'm like, it's just not about like.
Well, that's just a meme. That's not true. It's just a meme. It's an over generalization.
Yeah.
Or a stereotype, as the kids say.
Larry, stop being bad.
Okay, shut up, Mars. Mars, I'm a top 99.99958. Actually, not yet. Never mind. I am a top 54 Celeste speedrunner. I'm a top 54 Celeste speedrunner. Don't speak to me.
Oh my god.
That's all I have right now. But once I beat Farewell, I'm gonna keep that number saved, so I have that at all times.
I'm a top 0.1% Celeste player, so.
Is that even true? You haven't even beat Farewell Golden yet.
Okay, yeah, but I'm a Grandmaster
Have you
player.
submitted a hard list?
Yeah, but do you have the actual stats to back that up though?
I beat Stellar Odyssey. That's more than you, Squid.
Damn,
Damn,
that was, you know, right when the wound was fresh, dude.
Have you beaten a hard list map?
I probably could.
Oh, guys,
okay,
did you guys did you hear what happened to Toby Fox earlier today? Did you hear what happened?
What happened to Toby
He
Fox?
slipped into an active fission reactor, and his atoms were split into lighter elements and 2 neutrons.
Lighter elements. Oh my god, like the light world, like Deltarune. Deltarune's coming out this week.
Wait, really? Wait, but if Toby Fox is dead, how are they gonna upload Deltarune?
Oh, they don't care. He has a whole team.
But how is MatPat gonna make a game theory if he died with Toby Fox in a tragic car accident like a couple weeks ago?
Well, he quit, so he's fine.
Oh, okay, good point. So they're gonna have the new guy do it, whoever the new game theorist guy is.
The new guy.
I don't know what his name. I'm being honest. I don't know what his name is, and I feel bad for not knowing it. But I haven't watched any of the videos because they haven't been about topics I'm interested.
Name as MatPat, like MatPat. When you hear MatPat, you instantly think of game theory.
Listen, it's not.
New guy,
yeah.
You're not gonna think of game theory. When you think of his name.
Give him time. He'll get there. He'll get there. You just gotta give him a few years. You gotta get some memes about him, then people will know who he is. You know, he's gotta get some memes going.
Yeah,
Once the memes come in, then MatPat is a massive meme. That's why everybody knows who he is. Even if you don't watch him, he's just a meme. So like everyone knows MatPat. He's the guy. Like he's the funny internet guy. He's the theorist.
Dude,
he's the lore guy.
I went crazy in the FNAF movie when he went, but hey, that's a theory. That's a theory.
No, that was funny.
Actually, I was in the movie theater, and like,
was everyone like cheering?
Everyone's cracking up, dude. But like,
everybody's like, "That's my MatPat. That's my game theory."
And then like all the parents there were like, "What?"
They're like, "Who is this guy?"
I um I had watched it on my own time, and then I saw my parents and my sister were watching it. We're like watching on the TV in the living room or
Oh
something.
god, that's so funny.
I came downstairs when that part came on, and I like recited the line, and my parents were like, "Is this guy important?" And I'm like, "No, not at all."
Movie, no.
He's literally an irrelevant
Not
side
for the
character
movie,
that shows up
but-
once. Is he important? Yes, but not for what the reason you think.
He's the most important character in the movie, actually.
And then once the movie was over, I told my parents a little bit about FNAF lore. It
Oh
was great.
no.
Hey,
Honestly, I'll give them credit. The movie was entertaining. Okay, I'll give them credret.
It was a really
entertaining.
good watch. I loved
It
it.
was actually
yeah,
fun to
I
watch.
like the movie.
I
like the movie,
enjoyed
but
it.
It's unfortunate that like people who don't like FNAF.
I don't think it's a good horror movie, but I think it's a funny
Definitely not.
movie. I think
Definitely
like
not.
if you like
Yeah.
FNAF, you'll like it. But I think if you don't like FNAF, you'll just think it's entertaining. Like you won't think it's like amazing.
Yeah.
The scariest part of the FNAF movie is literally the cupcake.
That's true, dude. The cupcake gets more kills than anyone else. Literally. Ugh. Which is insane that the cupcake is the highest kill count in the movie. Like the main villain doesn't get as many
will
kills as
say,
Cupcake.
As a horror movie, the FNAF movie isn't that great, but as a video game movie, I feel like it's one of the
Not bad.
best.
I mean, the competition is slim, but like,
That's
yes,
true.
I agree.
Sonic the Hedgehog movie too is the best.
It was funny.
It's the
I can appreciate it from an ironic sense. All right, like, I don't think it's.
Meow?
Oh man.
I genuinely think it's a really good movie. It's
I
like
mean-
it's like a comedy movie.
I think
great.
it's funny. I don't know if it's good. Like it's one of those movies where I think it's so bad that it's good. You know what I mean? That's what I would say about the Sonic
true,
movie.
though. I think it's genuinely a great movie. I don't know.
Okay. There's some bits where like it's a genuinely a good movie, and then there's some bits where Sonic is flossing.
It's just hard to take. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to take it seriously when Sonic is
That's the
flossing.
point. That's what makes it so good, because it's not like it's bad that it's good. It's not
Yeah.
trying
Yeah.
to take it seriously. It's trying to be basically like a comedy movie.
It is trying to be a
Yeah.
meme, and it does do that well. I'll
And
give it
then-
that. It
and
is a
then
meme.
Sonic goes, meow, and then everybody clapped. The end.
I did like. I was happy about Sonic 2 because Tails is there, and Tails is my favorite Sonic character, so I was happy to see him. I'm like, that's hype.
I'm being-
That's hype. What happened?
Hi, can you hear me? Can you-
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh god, I'd be quiet. Okay, alright. Bye.
Why do people call Moss homophobic? I didn't. Is it even possible for Moss to be homophobic? Is it capable of thinking homophobic things?
I don't know if they're talking about the actual thing, moss, or like a person.
Oh, I thought they were like referencing like moss, like, you know, like the little
Yeah,
the little
I
thing that
was-
grows on rocks, you know.
I have a friend named Moss, and
It's a hype
I
name.
was like, I was confused, and then oh,
Oh my god, give me a sec. There's a fly on my monitor. I need to kill this thing.
The first thing I thought of was Moss Bag, the Hollow Knight lore person.
oh
And
yeah.
no one calls him Moss, so everyone calls him Moss Bag.
We're talking about the Pikmin 4. I haven't played Pikmin 4. I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, that
Guys, I'm trying my best to play games. I just finished Portal. I've been playing my here's I made a deal with Halfwits. I said because he beat only 7A in Celeste. I'm like, his favorite game is Slime Rancher. I'm like, I'll beat Slime Rancher, but you have to beat Farewell in Celeste. And he's like, fine. So he's been streaming Celeste to me, and I've been streaming like in Discord. I've been streaming Slime Rancher to him. So it's been a mutually beneficial.
so you are
deal.
so you're
Wait,
playing
Halfwits
Sorry,
hasn't beaten like all of Celeste.
Well, he's beaten 7A, but he hasn't beaten like post game stuff. Like he hasn't beaten all the B-sides and like.
That is insane.
Well, I mean, he kind of just comes in here and then just goes, Toby Fox died, and then leaves. So I
That's
mean,
true,
it does make
but, like-
sense. I just know him in real life. That's the only reason he comes in here. It's not because he likes Celeste.
It's very funny though.
It is very funny. He's a big Undertale Deltarune fan now, so he's into that.
he'll
And
be- he'll be
and
there
Hollow Knight
for-
fan. And big Hollow Knight fan.
He'll be there for Deltarune, but every time I die, I have to
Yeah,
fight
that's true.
Sans,
That's true.
Part 7. So.
That's true. That was a great series. It's going to continue when Chapter 3 and 4 comes out. It's gonna be awesome. Oh, that was I actually enjoyed. That was a good series. I need to make this. I never made the second part to that on YouTube because you know I like to do a thing where I make one video in a series and then never finish it.
Oh, that's so
that's kind of my signature move. That's why one day I'm gonna actually finish the Mario Odyssey series that I never finished like a year ago. That I like well I didn't start my channel with it, but it's at the beginning of my channel right now because you can't see the actual start because I have it privated. But for now, one day maybe I'll unprivate it. But they are terrible Minecraft videos, and I've warned people of this before, but like you don't want to see them. It's
my Fortnite videos were worse. Trust me.
I don't know. They're pretty bad. Mars has seen one of them. I let Mars see one.
So.
I wish I had just privated the Fortnite videos instead of deleting them.
Oh, yeah, you should have, because then you can watch them today. Because see, I'm a believer that the reason why I will eventually unprivate those videos is I'm a believer that you need to see where you started so you can see how far you've come. You know?
Yeah.
You need to see your beginnings to see how much you've improved, even if they're really awful beginnings. Yeah,
I do think that the original Larry the Slime video is still a very good and funny watch.
It is funny, but not for the reason it should be.
That's true.
It's funny in an extremely like so bad it's good way, you know? That's why. I have like the comically like terrible. I have like terrible mic settings, so it just like you can hear like the fan in the background. It's like, you can hear my keyboard presses.
But like it's still the same classic Larry the Slime humor.
The sad thing is it hasn't changed that much. It really is the same.
I feel like I've heard you say like everything in
Yeah,
that video.
It's true. Listen, my humor really has not changed. The only thing that changed is my prepubescent voice has gotten a little better. You know, that some of those old videos.
Slightly deeper.
It's kind of like very slightly deeper.
199 berries in Celeste.
Oh.
What the hell?
I'm not gonna question what just happened, and I'm just gonna continue going like nothing happened. Yeah, now I'm
and then you're gonna die in the first room of 1.5.
I like how they're just talking about Pikmin 4 in chat. I think that's hilarious. I am reading it. I just can't comment on it because I haven't played Pikmin 4. I don't have anything to add.
Pikmin 4 is really good.
I need to play the demo. I have no excuse to not play the demo. Like, it's literally free.
The demo, yeah.
I should play the demo, and if I like it, I'll buy the game. But I need to make sure I have enough money to buy Mario and Luigi Brothership Day 1. You don't understand. I need to play that game immediately. It's like that's like my most exciting game of 2024. Like, I'm not even kidding. Oh, that was stupid.
God damn it, Larry.
I was too busy thinking about Mario and Luigi Brothership.
Alright. I'm gonna go run downstairs and get a snack, I think. I will be back.
Good luck, Mars. Good luck on your journey. They're still just talking about Pikmin 4. That's crazy. It's wild. I'll play it one day. Don't worry.
My only problem with Pikmin 4 is the co-op. It just doesn't. There's no co-op.
Oh, there is. That's sad.
Other than that, it's a great game. I mean, there is co-op, but like, you're literally the second player just throws items at the screen.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Mario Galaxy where there's not like real co-op, but they pretend there is.
Exactly. And the thing is, it's like Pikmin has shown that they can do good co-op because they had the entire story mode of Pikmin 3 available as normal co-op where you're both playing as a captain.
That is. I mean, if that's your only complaint, I feel like you're doing pretty good there.
Yeah, I mean, some people complain about the difficulty being too easy, but like that's not what interested me about.
And like someone can just make a mod for multiplayer. You know what I mean? Like that's a fixable problem. I mean, it's definitely not an easy thing to do.
You have to have a moddable Switch.
That's true. That is true. Or you know,
modify these days.
Or you legally obtain the game and emulate it on your computer.
Oh, that's true. But then you also have to have a PC for that.
That's true. So it's not accessible, to be fair.
Not really. It's not really that accessible.
That's fair. That's fair. When we played 1 and 4. Oh, so you haven't played 2 or 3. I've
Like,
seen
1 and 2,
gameplay from all of them, and they look interesting.
Like, I think a lot of people really like 2 for its difficulty, because it's like a really hard game.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely. But it's the thing is, 2's difficulty, the game is completely unfair. It's like a Kaizo hack. It's like the game is throwing random shit at you, and like sometimes
like
you're in
Kaizo.
situations where you like
Hey,
you
man.
physically can't, like, oh my god,
Hey,
it's so bad.
Some people are into the BS, man. Some people like that.
Yeah.
Some people just like to get abused
Pikmin
when they play
4
games.
Pikmin 4, the thing is, Pikmin 4, it doesn't have bullshit, but then it does make the game quite easy,
Yeah.
because you have this dog that like literally makes so many things like you just don't even have to like think about certain puzzles just because you have the dog to get through the puzzle with.
You do have the dog, but he's
which
also a
is little
dog.
rough.
He also
Yeah,
looks
that's a great
silly.
dog. So I get why people think it's a little too easy. It's like ridiculous. But like there's difficult challenges. They're called Dandori challenges, where like they're like side content. If you want something difficult, then go for a perfect score on those side challenges.
Also, I think we should.
Cool.
I think this is a problem in a lot of games. We should normalize difficulty settings in video games. Like I think every video game should have difficulty settings. This is a problem I've had with recent like Mario games that have, because they're just getting really easy. Like Mario Odyssey's a joke. You can't tell me that anyone struggled playing that unless you're a kid. Obviously, it's made for kids. They don't care what I think. But it would be nice just for your ultra fans to add a little like, hey, even just after you beat the game, just say, hey, there's a little expert mode. They have that in Ocarina of Time 3D on the 3DS. They have Master Quest. Just do that. But in Mario, just add some enemies on screen that weren't there before. You don't even have to put that much effort in. Like, just add some extra enemies, get rid of some extra platforms, you know? Like, you can make it so much harder by changing so little, you know? I mean, I get they don't have to do that. They'll get the same amount of sales either way, but yeah, it would be kind. Like Breath of the Wild had Master Mode. I think Master Mode was awesome. I love Master Mode.
Master Mode was so good. I mean, it was DLC.
Yeah.
No problem with it. But like the fact that they had it was just awesome. Master
Mode is the ideal way to play, in my opinion, because you can't just stall out enemies. You actually have to be strategic, because they'll heal health if you just stall, which I think is really cool. It like forces you to actually be smart and be like, how am I gonna kill this without just letting it heal all its health back? Like that's cool. That's a really cool thing.
I had a lot of fun when I played Relics of the Past. It was so
Oh, I tried it out. It's awesome. It's so cool.
It's so
cool. See, I was really sad when I saw Tears of the Kingdom didn't have a master mode. I don't know if they're gonna add one later, but like,
they don't
I
plan
was
on making
sad.
DLC, I don't think.
I was just sad. I'm like, man, that was in the base game. It would. You're not gonna tell me it would have been hard to add that in. You could have just.
Yeah, no.
Like, I don't get it.
Not have been hard at all.
You just be like, hey man,
why
enemies heal health, and then also enemies are the higher, like one higher variant than they normally are. So like brown
and,
are
they have the code in place already. Like it's the same
I
engine
know.
and everything, so, like,
It's
it really would not have been hard.
And they could have just done a simple thing where it's like, hey, when you beat the base game, you know.
Unless they actually are doing like a DLC and they're making Master Mode like actually like interesting in terms of its difficulty increase, like because like Master Mode the original, like the only
it's pretty lazy.
that the difficulties have, you know, there's a higher tier for each.
Yeah, that's true. It didn't change. There were a couple miscellaneous changes, like they added Lionels in a couple spots that weren't there before. But like not very many.
If they ever like do a DLC, the Master Mode, it might be like they're doing a little bit more in depth on how they can make like some areas more interesting and difficult, which would be awesome.
That would be cool. Because I will say, even though Master Mode didn't change much, it did have a big impact on gameplay. But I could understand why people would want more out of it. It's like, I want like different dungeons and like different things.
Yeah, like it would be cool if the bosses like gained new techniques in Master Mode.
Yeah, kind of like in Terraria Expert Mode, they get like new attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
You could do that, and then you could also be like, oh, Divine Beasts are harder now. Like, well, they're not called Divine Beasts in Tears of the Kingdom. What are they called? I don't know.
Just temples.
Temples. Yeah, make those harder. Just that. There you go. Sorry, I've played a lot more Breath of the Wild than Tears of the Kingdom, so I just always revert to Breath of the Wild.
Here. Tears of the Kingdom's like a one-time thing. I feel like Breath of the Wild was.
I'm gonna be honest. I never finished it, and that's not because it's a bad game. I was hoping they would change a little more, and then I was kind of sad about it. Like, not because it's bad. I think it's a great game.
I really like the ending. I don't know. I kind of.
I was just kind of, I don't know. I think my problem was I played Breath of the Wild right before I played Tears of the Kingdom, which is a really bad idea. Because I thought I'd be like, oh, it would be cool. I'll play Breath of the Wild, and then I'll play Tears of the Kingdom. I'll be like, oh, it's so different and cool. And then I realized, even though it's different, it's really not that different.
Yeah, no, it's not.
So it felt too similar. I shouldn't have done
It's
that.
a better game, but like Tears of the Kingdom is much less replayable. Because
I
like on
agree.
your first playthrough, you kind of see it all. I feel like on Breath of the Wild.
Also, the starting island is way less cool than Great Plateau. I just have to say that. Great Plateau, I think, is way better. It's because whenever I played it through at the beginning twice. I don't remember why. But that like starting island feels so limiting. Like it does not feel like you can do a lot of stuff on it. Like it feels like you're very linear, like the way you're supposed to go.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
But yeah, I'm just, you know, it's still a great game. I'm just nitpicking it at this point. But yeah. I mean, I think all Zelda fans have nitpicked Tears of the Kingdom at least a little bit. Because everybody kind of feels that way, where it's like, oh, it's a great game, but it could be better, you know?
Yeah.
I just really hope for the next Zelda game, they don't just keep copying Breath of the Wild and they try something new. Like, I really hope they do something
like
new.
7 years for, and it's like, it's really not that crazy different from Breath of the Wild. It's like, really?
Yeah. It's like,
I mean, the physics engine was crazy with like the freaking building.
Yeah.
I think that's like the best part of the game.
Yeah, like my favorite part was when, my favorite part of Tears of the Kingdom was when they added in, they added the Link Fortnite skin to the item shop. And then he started cranking 90s. That was my favorite part.
So true. My favorite part of The Legend of Zelda was when Zelda went, it's Zelda and Zelda all over the place.
That was my favorite part too. That's crazy. That's so insane. Also, PB, let's go. PB.
You know what's funny? That's like actually gonna be something that's valid for like the new Zelda coming out. Like Zelda actually is like doing something. So Zelda all over.
No, I saw someone say this is really funny. Yeah. Zelda saw that Peach got a game and she's like, it's my turn. I'm like, fair. She's like, you're not the only woman that gets a game. It's my turn.
All right. I'm getting a little tired, so I'm gonna watch until the end of the attempt and then skedaddle. So
what if I sit here immobile and don't ever end the? I'm kidding.
Then I will cry.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Good point. I mean, you raise a fair argument. And easy.
Nice.
That was Alfred. It was Alfred. He said that. No,
What?
Alfred was the one who made the comparison where he's like, Peach got her own game, and then Zelda was like, damn, it's my turn now.
Yeah. in his reaction, yeah.
Well, I mostly just wanted to see someone react to the Mario and Luigi Brothership trailer because I want an excuse to watch that again. So I just keep watching that over and over again. I'm very obsessed. I literally like went through it and just like I was like so amazed at the graphics. I'm like, bro, we've come so far since Bowser's Inside Story on the DS, bro. Like I'm like the water. It looks so good.
It's so interesting to me that like the thing Alfred is most excited for is literally like Mario Party. Like,
yeah, that is kind of funny.
Why is that like the most interesting thing to you?
He probably just wants to play with his friends, probably.
I guess, yeah. He really likes Mario Party. He plays it a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
He plays a lot of party games with his friends. Like, you know, he plays Among Us all the time. I love watching his Among Us streams.
He just likes playing co-op games with people. So he likes doing that. That's valid.
Party.
Oh well, same thing. Whatever. You get. I mean, not same thing, but same thing. Yeah, that is the quote. However, I tend to not use swear words as I've said before. Not because I care if other people use them, just I don't want to use them myself. I'm saving it. All right, for the right moment.
Yeah,
just wait.
That's understandable. Like you only use it in like situations where you actually need them.
Because it's not like I'm afraid to use it. Because I'll like curse to myself, like if I like stub my toe or something, or like in my own head I use them, like in my internal monologue. I don't know if people have internal monologues, if that's just me, but yeah. I will just talk to myself, like that's just a thing I do. It's basically it's like me on stream, except I'm not streaming and it's just me. That's
Yeah.
basically it.
Stellar Odyssey final room today. I'm like practicing from like after the like hard input with the back boost, and I am just not getting it. I mean, I am getting it occasionally, but like
I just fluked that. So
Nice,
insightful.
Larry.
I'm not Harold. Stop calling me Harold, guys.
So unless I like
Boom. Oh,
I'm getting
fine. It's fine. Not even close. Not even close. Was not worried. Why am I choking? It's not that hard. Just do a wave dash. And easy. Was not worried.
I do not like this map.
Bruh. I figured I was gonna die in that room.
That's so sad.
That was a good attempt though. Give me PB. Seriously, who is Harold? I don't know who Harold is. People are just calling me Harold now, and I don't know why. I don't even know where that came
Alright.
from. Alright, see you,
I
Mario.
wish you
Go
luck.
sleep.
I'm gonna skedaddle.
Go sleepy now. Good night. Good night, Mars. Yeah, I don't know where this Harold thing came from, but I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it's kind of funny, so I mean, go with it, I guess. I don't know where Harold came
They
from.
started calling you like it was like so unprompted. They just started.
I know. The Joshua one has been around for a while because they were trying to. The lore about the Joshua is they were trying to figure out my real name. So as a joke, one of them said Joshua, and I'm like, that's funny. I'm like, you should just pretend that my name is that. Unless it really is my name. You'll never know.
You don't sound like a Joshua. You're just not a Joshua.
I just don't sound like a Joshua. Do I sound like a Larry?
You're like the only Larry I know besides like. Yeah, you're like literally the only Larry I know.
Yeah.
So I guess you do sound like a
I
Larry.
guess I do sound like a Larry. Well, that could be my real name. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I mean, that's up for interpretation. Because if I rule out names, then people are gonna start being able to like cross off names. They're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna triangulate his name.
Larry, I can tell you Larry is not his real name.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Squid already knows my real name, so it's fine.
Do I? No, I don't.
Actually, I don't know if I told everyone else in the group chat, but I guess you joined more recently, so it probably would have been before you joined. So I actually haven't, but I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. I'll accidentally dox myself. You could pass as a Josh, not Joshua.
Today, so.
That's fair. You sound like a Joseph. That's crazy.
You do something. Nah, actually, nah.
Like a Joe or a Joseph, because there's a difference. You know, you could be Joe or Joseph. So I feel like most people named Joseph would just go by Joe. You know, that's like just as a casual kind of like just Joe.
Oh yeah, you sound like a Joe. You don't sound like a Joe.
Or I could be a Michael or a Mike. Okay, good guess.
Okay.
Just search up basic white boy name until you figure it out. Eventually it'll work. American basic white boy names, most popular 2020. Actually, it wouldn't be 2024 because I wasn't born this year, but
Are you sure about that?
maybe I was born this year. Maybe I'm a fetus still.
Loud? I don't believe it. I think she's being picky. Hi, I'm not being that loud.
Nah, bro's gonna get kicked out again. You sound like a Michael? Alright. It's possible. I'm not gonna confirm or deny anything, so.
I'm just gonna beat this room and then I'm
Or you have some weird name, which is why you're not nervous about me guessing. Because I wouldn't be nervous even if you guessed it right. I just wouldn't care. Because even if someone figured it out, like I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't be a big deal. So even if those were the right names, I wouldn't care. Ulysses, like Ulysses Grant, the president.
the president.
Or I could be Alexander, like Alexander the Great. He's OG. He's been around for a while. He like conquered a bunch of places.
You being Alexander?
I think I could be an Alexander. I mean, it's possible. You know, I am very great, so it's true. Yeah, I mean, in the streets, they actually call me Larry the Great. It's true. That sounds like the name of like a boss, Larry the Great. Like sounds like the name of some like Elden Ring boss. Larry the Great approaches from the west. Oh god.
From the West.
It's like Terraria, like the Goblin Army approaches from the west.
So true.
Oh man. Larry the Great. That's my new street name. I'm gonna adopt that one. Call me many things in the street, so I mean it's possible. Like half the people in chat tend to also be on Discord sometimes. Do you actually know them? Most of the people in chat I don't actually know. There's a few people like right now, like we have a Celeste group chat with 5 people in it, including me, which are the people that I know. So that's yeah, I'll run down the full list in order. That would be Summer, Mars, me, obviously, Jiggle, and Squid, who's in the VC right now. Mars was just in the VC, he just left. Summer's the one that's always like saying Sigma over and over. So that it's pretty easy to know which one she is.
Sigma. I literally just called her Sigma. Summer
Exactly.
is the resident child.
But everybody else I don't really know, like at all. So I did go in public VC a couple times and I regretted that immensely because that's too many people. I can't deal with that many people at once. And that's not because they're bad people. It's just because I just don't deal well with that many people at once. So. No, I really don't know. Like I don't actually know most people in chat, like at all. Like I've never heard 90% of people in chat's voice a single time. And I feel like if you haven't heard someone's voice, you definitely don't know them, even if you're reading a chat message, you know, because you can't communicate emotion through text. It just doesn't work. You can try, but like your real character has nothing to do with your text. You know, your texts are just a means of communication. It's very difficult to communicate, you know, emotion through it. You can try. That's what emojis are for, but it's still very difficult.
I'm just hoping I flew.
Ooh.
Stellar Odyssey.
No, that was a dumb death. That was a really stupid death. You're actually funny over text. I actually hate texting people because I always am worried that like since I'm not talking to them, you can't. It's very hard to have a tone of voice when you're texting, right? So I always feel like I'm like accidentally being mean to somebody, and like I'm not trying to actually be mean.
I get that all the time.
And that's why I don't.
It's so bad. Like,
that's why I don't want to.
On tech and
Yeah.
like, like I've had like people
just
genuinely
misuse.
stop being friends with me just because they thought it was like,
Yeah, that's
like a really rude person.
That's why I just don't. I try not to you know make too. I mean, I'll make jokes through text, but I don't prefer text as a method of communication because
like,
it's very easy to misunderstand somebody.
For me, like with like I've been talking to Larry for a while now, a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And I'm like really familiar with his tone of voice. So when I read Larry's text, it's like in his tone. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Voice. So like it makes me able to take jokes from Larry a lot.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So much better.
Exactly.
Weird
Exactly. But when you don't know somebody and all you have is a random PFP that usually isn't even their face, so you don't even know what they look like or anything about them, and then it's just like random text message, I don't know if you're joking, I don't know if you're being serious, I don't know if you're trolling, like I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish being internet safe didn't go both ways. Like I could say, I'm not gonna say my age because I shouldn't say that, but someone else could say, well, isn't it? That is like a thing because that I think generally the safest way on the internet is be anonymous for the most part until like you find people that you think you can at least trust a little bit. But like, don't just be handing out your information like publicly. Like, just don't do that. Like, I'm not saying it's bad to meet people online. People literally will meet their lifelong partner online. Like, it does happen. But I'm just saying, be more cautious when you're online because you don't always know. That's all. Like, you don't have to like hide away and never meet people online. That's even if people will tell you that. Some people will say to do that. I don't necessarily agree with that, but it's up to you. I think the internet is amazing, because you can literally meet somebody in a different country. That like literally you can talk to somebody across the globe from you, and I think that's just awesome. I think that's just really cool. And I think it's been turned into such like an evil thing where it's like, oh, social media, it's corrupting our youth. People forget that like it's actually really cool that we can just like communicate with each other, you know? And it's kind of sad that people realize most people on the internet aren't evil people. There are people that'll be like, oh, that are catfishers or pedophiles or whatever, but most people aren't like that. Like most people are chill. And I think people forget that sometimes, you know?
I'm sure like in the early days of internet, it was a lot more common because like who was using the internet like at all?
Like
except
yeah,
people who were,
exactly.
like, you know,
Weird.
trying to be predators, but now like everybody uses in the internet, you know? So like the chance of finding someone like actually predatorious is really low.
Exactly. Just don't dox yourself. There you go. Easy. It's not even don't dox yourself.
Careful a little bit, of course.
Yeah. Don't dox yourself, and also don't give people a reason to want to dox you in the first place. That's another good life lesson. Just don't make enemies that you don't need to make. Because there are people that are very skilled at getting your personal information, even if you didn't share any of it. So you don't want to mess with those people. Like that, it's a thing. So just don't make enemies, especially online. But you don't want to make enemies in real life, obviously, but especially not online. You don't know what the person is capable of doing. Because the great thing about online is if there's somebody you don't like online, you just don't talk to them. You just either block them or ignore them. And there you go. And you don't have to talk to them. It's great. So they can stalk you, which is a problem that people have. Like I've heard of, my dad has had crazy ex-girlfriends that would literally like stalk everything he did. It was like in real life and online, and it's like really creepy. Like, so that's a thing that happens. But yeah.
Ugh, I messed up the back boost because I was just late on the dash.
But yeah, the moral of the story is you can make friends over the internet. Just make sure you trust them before you actually give them genuine information. That's important. There you go. And don't give it to like everybody. Only give it to people you really trust. Or just don't give anything on the internet. Like, you can live your whole life never making a single friend on the internet if you really wanted to. Like that's totally valid way to live life if you want to. Some people just don't like to be online, and that's totally fine.
Some people just don't like friends.
Some people also just don't like people. That's true. I mean, you have to have some friends. Listen, if you live your life and never talk to a single person, you would go crazy. It doesn't matter how shy or introverted you think you are. You would genuinely go insane if you were by yourself. Like if everyone in the world died except for you today, you would go crazy after like a week. You would just go insane. Like you biologically need to be around people. Like you will just go insane. Like you have to. It doesn't matter if you're socially awkward or whatever. Like you need people in your life. So it's a very important thing, even if it's a struggle. I think some people don't realize that. Like you need supports in your life.
Lockdown was such a
The lockdown was terrible.
terrible time.
Because then people were alone. And then when they came out of lockdown, the friends that they did know, it had been so long, so they feel like they didn't really know their friends anymore, and they struggle making new friends because they haven't been around people, so they forgot how to interact with people. So like that's just a terrible storm.
I think lockdown was an overreaction. Like COVID, it was deadly, like to people who had conditions already, but it did not need an entire lockdown for multiple months.
I'm not going to debate that because that's a political issue, but I definitely think it was really bad for a lot of reasons. But I understand why it happened. It just sucks. It's unfortunate circumstance, but
No, that's so stupid. I even waited extra time to throw the Theo. I'm so mad, dude. I hate the final room of freaking Stellar Odyssey, dude. It's so bad. I was like extra focused. I was like,
You
okay,
was
I
fine.
gotta focus.
Wilbur, you named a spider Wilbur, so that's why your name is Wilbur. I just thought that was your real name in real life was just Wilbur.
That's the name of the pig from Charlotte's Web.
That's true. That's what I was thinking of too. I'm too stubborn to change it. Fair
But
enough.
Wilbur didn't die in Charlotte's Web. Charlotte did.
True. Even though she's on the title, she died. She didn't have that plot armor like Wilbur did.
Yeah, exactly.
That's tough. I don't even want to look at Summer's Strawberry Jam tier list. I already know it's gonna be terrible. I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look at it.
Summer made a Strawberry Jam tier list.
Yeah, wait. I can see it. I can see it in the corner of my eye. I don't even want to look at it. Right? I'm gonna get so mad looking at that. I can't. I've like never agreed with Summer on any opinion in my life. Like not a single time. There's been like one instance where we've agreed. Don't even say. Don't even tell me. I'm terrified to look at that thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Why are there so many in S tier? That's not what S tier is.
S tier just.
That's not how you define S tier.
Maybe she just really likes all of those levels. Everything.
Yeah, but, like,
She just really likes them.
are they ordered? At least tell me they're ordered.
Probably.
Oh yeah, cause like, what's that at front? Is that?
Well, it depends. Some people do like the front is the best, and some people do the back is the best. So it really depends.
I need to know. I can't read.
You're also AFAB. What does AFAB mean? Way's name sounds so generic when I made it. So I like turquoise snake. It's classy. It's a turquoise snake. There you go.
See,
Straight to the point.
I thought it was weird that Summer liked Vertigo.
It is
But
weird.
according to this list, I think Summer is saying Vertigo is their absolute favorite level in Strawberry Jam.
Oh.
I
No.
didn't know that.
This can't be true. This can't be true. This can't be true. No.
I thought it was just that you liked
No. That can't. No.
Is
That can't be.
Vertigo or
That can't
is
be
like
true.
all the point?
That can't be true. Is that Vertigo? Go on the tier maker and go check if that's Vertigo right now.
Hold on, yeah, I can't read it because it's too.
Yeah, just go find it on tier maker and go. AFAB is assigned female birth. Ah.
Oh yeah, you did.
You're. Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's true. So if you're assigned female, Wilbur would be a weird name to give to a female. To be fair, that would be weird. You can be Wilbat. like you just add "et" to the end of anything and it becomes a female name. Except for when it doesn't work. Well, there are some names that work across both genders. Like, what's a good? I can't think of an example now that I just said that. It's true though. Yeah, gender is the one you decide. Sex is the one that's assigned at birth. Yeah, I know that. I learned that one. That one took me a bit to figure out, but I got there. I got there in the end. That one a lot of people don't understand. Da, 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 da.
Oh my god. Vertigo is genuinely Summer's favorite Strawberry Jam now.
I'm shocked and appalled. Though it does make sense. This is Summer we're talking about, so I think it makes sense.
True.
Summer does have
I
bad
thought it was
opinions,
like-
so
I thought it was like A tier, but like literally her favorite.
Summer does have terrible
That's
opinions. So this is this makes sense.
I mean, Starfruit Supernova is the second
Yeah,
best.
but why is that not ahead of Vertigo?
It's so true. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there's two reasons. She either put that there because she unironically thinks Vertigo is the best level, which is awful, or she's doing it to piss me off. And either way, either scenario is terrible.
I think it's to mean because there's no way in hell it's actually her favorite. There's
Yeah, she's
no
meaning.
way.
She's meaning. There's just no way. It's gotta be. I think she's baiting to make me go into an angry rant. I've heard of Don't Starve Together, but I haven't played it.
I did not like it.
I've played one of the other games those developers have made, which is Oxygen Not Included, which I think is an awesome game. It's a great game.
I was not a fan of like the gameplay loop of Don't Starve Together. Like
I haven't tried it. I
mean, maybe it's better once you like actually like advance, like with most games. But like, I don't know. I didn't feel like I was gonna even remotely enjoy
Just didn't like it. It'd be like that sometimes. Don't Starve Together is so good. Yeah, I haven't tried it. To be fair, Squid does not like a lot of games that are considered good by a lot of other people. To be fair,
that's just not true.
What do you mean? You literally said you liked Portal 2 less than Portal 1. I've never heard someone say that in my life. Not a single time.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it's not like I dislike Portal 2.
Okay, but my point is you have game opinions that are controversial. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're wrong, because you can't have a wrong opinion. Impossible. Except for Summer liking Vertigo. That's a wrong opinion. That's a wrong opinion. But other than that, you can't have a wrong opinion. That's the one exception to the rule. Summer's opinions are wrong, but everyone else, opinions are valid. Yeah, I played the game the same developer made, which is actually Not Included, that's a great game. It's a little resource management game, brutally difficult resource management game, but very fun, very technical too. Extremely lots of fancy logic gates and all sorts of stuff that my brain can't comprehend. I just died in a dumb way. Alright, I'm gonna do one more attempt before I end stream. One more big attempt. One more attempt that gets past 0 meters. How about that? I don't want to just die instantly and be like, last attempt.
Huh.
But see, I told you. Wait, I just joined. Yeah, bad timing. Well, listen, I got an exam tomorrow. I can't stay up too late. It's already late.
I did not think it would take me this long to beat the final room of Stellar Odyssey. I've been on this for 3 hours.
That does look like an awful room, to be fair. To be completely fair.
You've seen it?
I have not even made it to Grandmaster Lobby, but I've seen it, yeah.
You've seen the gameplay of it, huh? Yeah, it's really bad. The way the setups for Theo, and then doing the freaking grounded ultra is it's so specific and weird and janky and bad. It's not fun.
You know what else is a janky and bad level? Vertigo. Speaking of janky and bad levels, segue into me complaining about Vertigo.
Once again.
Dude, I have a whole page in my script just about Vertigo, literally. A whole page dedicated to Vertigo.
You can really rant.
I can.
Wow.
That's my one skill.
When I rant about a level, I don't really talk that extensively about how bad a level is.
I have so many.
My section on Ethereal Ascension, I really don't like Ethereal Ascension, but it's literally a minute.
Listen. My one skill in this universe is being able to complain about things. That's my only true skill in this world.
I did it.
Oh, you did it?
Oh, I beat Stellar Odyssey.
You don't have to deal with that anymore.
Oh my god.
I'm just really good at complaining.
I fluked the corner boost at the end. I'm so happy I fluked that corner boost.
Yeah, then you don't have to play it anymore.
So much. I don't have to play.
Some would call me a professional complainer. Some would say.
Odyssey's really good until the final room though. The first 2.5 hours of it, loved it, but the last 3 hours, garbage ass, stupid.
Yeah, like the first hour of Vertigo, hated it. Second hour of Vertigo, also hated it.
You took multiple hours to beat.
No, I was just joking.
20 minutes.
I was just joking. It took me. I think actually I think it did the first time, because I've never done it because I played Strawberry Jam right after I beat Celeste, so I hadn't played anything harder than that. So it was actually hard. Intermediate lobby was actually challenging for me.
Really understandable. Such a stupid level to.
But then I had to play Vertigo, and you know, imagine playing Vertigo when you're bad at the game. It's not very much fun.
When you're not
when you're bad at wall bounces specifically, which is something I still struggle with.
That's so rough, dude. Oh my god.
Guess what? I'm like, oh, thank God I'm bad at wall bounces. Good thing I don't have to play a level that's all wall bounces and I play
Maybe
Vertigo.
that's another reason you didn't like Pointless Machines, because you weren't good at the game when you.
No, I think I would still hate it. I don't think that's why. I think I just hated the concept of it. I just hated the concept. The gameplay itself wasn't even that. It wasn't like that bad. It's just I hated the concept.
It's so unique. It's so cool. Like,
Yeah, it's uniquely bad.
Like idea from like the base game being like the gameplay to memorize the dash code, and it's just so cool.
Yeah, it's
so cool. I don't know what you're on about, dude.
Yeah, it was so much fun having to guess which directions to dash instead of just being able to figure it out myself.
Guess it tells you the dash code at the start. You just have to memorize the dashes.
I don't want to have to memorize a stupid dash. That's why I turned on the cheat mode. I didn't want to have to memorize that. And even once I had it, once I even had the cheat code or whatever on my screen, even then it was still miserable.
You have to figure out the strats to get all the dashes.
Yeah, my favorite part about Celeste is I get to make my own strats, and that's the fun part. And then it's like, no, do it my way or else. And I don't want to do it. Well, I don't like doing it the way it's intended to be done. I like to have fun with it and figure it out myself. And when, like, did you know Celeste was originally designed with the idea that you can beat rooms in multiple different ways? And then Pointless Machines developers are like, no, we're not doing that.
Grandmaster level developers are also like,
yeah,
no. So
yeah,
like,
that's why I don't think I'm necessarily gonna get very far at Grandmaster.
Oh my god.
But even then, even when like Grandmaster, there's a specific strat to do it. It's not like it's forcing you to dash in certain directions. It's still having you figure it out yourself. Like it's almost patronizing to show me the dash pattern.
You're figuring out the route through Pointless Machines yourself too, but by memorizing the dash.
Yeah, I hate memorizing things when I'm playing Celeste. I just want to play it. I don't have to memorize a dash code. That's not very fun.
You're crazy.
No, Mars agrees with me. Okay, Mars will support me on this.
If you play Geometry Dash, you would hate memory levels, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I used to play a lot of Geometry Dash back in the day. All right, and guess what? I did not like memory levels. Surprise, surprise.
They're some of my favorite.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we're talking about intermediate lobby level. Yeah, chat is just having a separate conversation from everyone else. I think it's hilarious. Oh, it's summer. Okay.
It's summer. Hi, Summer. I have to talk to you all day.
It's summer. I have something to ask you. I was looking at your tier list, and I think does that say Vertigo at the top of S tier? I was just wondering. Yeah, can I'm just wondering, what were you thinking? When you put that there. I'm just wondering.
I was just thinking about the best Celeste levels, like the absolute peak.
Summer. I think that's about the worst opinion I've heard in my life. Having Vertigo at the top of S tier. I don't think I've heard a worse opinion, like, ever.
Well, what about the other levels though? What about the other levels?
I haven't even looked at the other levels. I don't know if I want to. I'm scared to look at this.
Not that bad. It's not that bad.
No, I'm gonna download this right now and look at this stupid thing.
Are we looking at this on stream now?
Yeah. I was gonna end stream because it's getting late. So actually, I'm gonna do that and then I'll look at it. Yeah. So thanks for watching stream. I have exam tomorrow, so I have to go. So I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. You guys can. I don't even know if it'll let you keep chatting after stream, but you can keep talking about whatever you guys are talking about. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be streaming tomorrow later.
What
hopefully,
were they
maybe. I don't know.
Talking about?
Just random games. They were unrelated to what I was talking about, which is kind of funny. But anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.